Well, hello and welcome to another fun-packed day at Performance Classics. And here we are with this Triumph Bonneville that I was just expecting to sort of knock into shape, get it running, and rebuilt the wheels, fitted new tyres, freed off the brakes, all the sort of stuff you get with a bike that's been standing for a while perhaps. I started it up and it started very easily, as we saw, but unfortunately it later transpired that we had a massive oil leak. And to fix that, as it's coming from the exhaust pushrod tube seals, it means taking the cylinder head off, which I'm in the process of doing. I've already got it stripped down so far, as we can see, with the rocker boxes off and everything, and I wouldn't really be too far away from getting the cylinder head off normally. Got to get the exhaust pipes out the way. Hopefully that won't be a problem. I don't think it will be. But I'm probably going to have to take the head off with the carburettors in situ. Why, you may ask? Well, because whoever fitted these Mikuni carburettors to it and made the manifold adapter conversion seems to have bonded the stuff together with some sort of very strong sort of epoxy, araldite, plastic metally sort of stuff that I certainly can't shift. I've tried levering with the screwdriver there, they won't budge. I can't get an Allen key into the heads of the Allen bolts there because this part, the adapter, is in the way and sort of overhangs where the Allen key would fit into a hole. Also, if I could undo the bolts, I'd have to undo them bit by bit simultaneously because they won't come out past that. So obviously the manifolds, the original manifolds, are being fastened to the cylinder head first, then this lot's been shoved on and somehow all glued on and together with what looks like no thought of ever having to take them off ever again. So I think if you want to get these carburetors off, you may well even need to resort to a hacksaw. So I'm going to try and get the head off with the carburetors in situ, but God only knows what you're going to have to do if ever the carburetors would have to come off for any reason. But anyway, hopefully I won't be crossing that bridge when we come to it, or when someone else comes to it with any luck. As for the leak, hopefully my pointy screwdriver might show there that there's all sorts of snotty gunge. Probably got a bit too much light on the subject. Try that from the head torch. There we are, we can see it there. Someone's been at work with the silicone sealant here, and there's great big snotty dollops of it all around that pushrod tube where it comes up through the cylinder head, and there's even a big lump of it blocking off. There's a channel there, an oil drain channel from the rocker box that goes into the holes in the top of that pushrod tube, and the holes are partially at least covered in silicone as well. So whoever did that has effectively built a sort of a dam to help increase the oil level in the rocker box and increase the likelihood of leakage actually. So anyway, we'll come to all that when the head is eventually off, and I'll get the necessary seals to hopefully do the job properly and put it back together with no leaks. And I hope I get it sorted first time, because it's been quite a hassle getting this far with it actually. The head steady, there was not very much room there between the head steady and the top of the rocker boxes, and getting the head steady off was a bit of a faff, but it's out the way now. It looks like the cylinder head should lift off quite easily once I've unbolted it and the exhausts are out the way, and if the carburetors had been out the way it would have been a doddle, but I'm going to give it a go, and hopefully I'll be updating this soon and we'll have the head off, hopefully with the carburetors on it, because God only knows if I've got to get them off. I don't know what I'm going to do here. The way some people do things, you think you've seen it all. I never actually say, or would claim to say, that I've seen it all, because every day is a learning day. You come up against these things that other people have done and you wonder what the logic was in their minds when they did it. But anyway, this is it now. I'm presented with this. I've got a problem. I've got to get the head off. Somehow I'm going to try my best to do that, and we'll get back to this story if and when I made a bit of progress. Time to get my sleeves rolled up and pile in.